Do you know when you're starting to be old? When you discover gray hair not on your head and not on your face or chest. Welcome to the Academy of Photography, Wedding Photography Talks. Christian Trudeau here, and today I would like to talk about other experiences than good. That means bad experiences. Wedding photography, it's a risky business, not risky business, we're not blowing up stuff, people are not gonna die, but it's very hard to keep absolutely everyone happy, if not impossible. So if you're doing a lot of weddings, I believe it's just a matter of time you're gonna get to that 1 or 2% of unhappy people dealing with you. Regardless what you're gonna do, there will be people who will be unhappy with your services. It happened to me. I think in my career so far, I've got 3 brides which were not happy, and I'm going to tell you why. So the first one not happy, as I remember, was an older bride, and she got my edited version. So I always do the same thing. I do always the same amount of editing for every client. And I was surprised because I'm making the assumption, which is a wrong assumption, that people are choosing because they like my style, they see the photographs on my website and this is what they're buying. However, I was surprised to find out that's not true, and the bride was very unhappy with the fact that her photos were edited. So I sent her the photos, she gave me a call, she was so unhappy, and of course I fixed it otherwise, but once they have a sour taste, I don't believe you're gonna fix that very easy. A second bride which was not happy with me was that she started to count the photos. So again, I do the same thing every time. I don't change my behavior as a wedding photographer. I take 5 photographs of everything. It just happened that her parents during the reception got, let's say, I can't even remember, they got 3 photos and the parents of the groom got 7 photos. It doesn't really matter. She just measured my performance based on numbers, and that caused a lot of frustration. And let me tell you, there's nothing I could do to actually make her happy. She came back to me, she said, there are few photos missing. I went through all the photos, through all the raw files. I gave her all the raw files, which was a mistake anyway. And I'm going to talk about that in a different video. Giving all the raw files is like giving the ingredients in a kitchen. Instead of serving as a chef the finalized dish, the clients sometimes are asking for the ingredients, and if you give them those raw files, and it's very hard to refuse because they are the clients, they need to be happy, and sometimes you just need to stand to your ground. And I haven't done it. I gave her all the raw photos. She started to count again, and she started to find all sorts of things and bits and pieces. She came back to me with a lot of frustration. Don't get me wrong, all the photos were as good or as bad as any other wedding, but she was unhappy, and there's nothing for me to do. I couldn't do anything because to make her happy, and her happy continued, and we went back and forth probably for a few months talking about photos and what I should have done, and she held me responsible for a lot of things. For, I don't know, if the Uncle Bill was blinking and I got that, she held me responsible for not telling Uncle Bill to keep his eyes open. And the third one I remember was another bride, actually was the groom, was unhappy with me because I did not interfere with the wedding. So the ceremony happened outside, and the first row of chairs was very close to them, and he was not happy because I could not get them only themselves into a picture and not see everyone else. So his perception was that I'm supposed to push everyone around until I get enough space to actually have a clear picture with themselves. No, I'm not controlling the environment they are choosing for organizing the ceremony. I'm trying to influence as much as I can my product. So there's a reasonable expectations that I'm moving people around, which I do, but sometimes to me it's unreasonable anyway. The groom held me responsible for not pushing people around more, which is difficult to find out where is the fine line when you should interfere with the wedding or you shouldn't. These are my experiences. I hope I didn't bore you too much. And there's always aspects of the wedding which are negative, unfortunately. So everything you do, you're going to have a percentage of negative feedback or negative occurrences. I'm pretty sure other people are dealing with the same thing. I'm talking about wedding photographers. So this is specific for wedding photographers. If you are in that position that there's nothing you can do to satisfy your clients, is it you, is it the clients, where's the line? I would be interested to find out about your experience as well. So leave your comments down below. What is the main reason someone was not happy with you? Until I see you next time, I wish you happy brides. Thank you very much.